The nation's capital, Washington, D.C. That's the setting for the Knicks. Few big men have ever possessed this skill set. Karl Anthony Towns can do it all. He's getting focused on getting a win for his team as they game plan for the task ahead at Capital One Arena. Knicks Wizards coming right up. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
So the New York starting five, they've got Towns. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for the Wizards, Sarr out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Young in at the one. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Back to Young. Here's Sarr, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe gave me a few minutes to catch up. We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. You have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now Young, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Back to Young, takes the three, and Mikal Bridges pulls it down. And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Now Koulibaly. After the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Davis. The Wizards with another miss.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Young against Bridges. The kick out to Anunoby. Bridges inside. And it's Brunson missing.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Brunson finds Hart. Back to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Hart with a screen on Young. Out to Bridges. Anunoby outside. Brunson outside. To end the cold streak. New York missing again.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Good on the triple.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. checked in for Young. The Knicks also changing it up. Clarkson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Bridges. Here is Davis. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
Like to see Jordan turn on the jets right there. Change of speed so hard to guard, and Jordan, he's very much capable of that.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild.
The Knicks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Brunson, right side, fires the 3, and it's Alvarado missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Brunson, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Jacks up a 3. Hart, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And a wide open look for Saw. Drains it from beyond the arc. Saw's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Alvarado with it. He's guarded by Russell. Alvarado passes to Clarkson. And here is Hart. Just 5 on the clock. Brunson outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And Washington going with a whole new group here. And a switch here also for New York. Anunoby's checked in. Wizards leading by 3. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hart lays it up and banks it in.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Alvarado, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
First team foul. Shooting for New York.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Alvarado.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Champagny. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Towns for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Washington with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Washington.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
He is out there with Young. Then it's George, and it's Champagny in at the power forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steady in an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Brunson. Bridges outside. That 3 off the mark.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And it's George missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Diawara. Brunson outside. Clock at 6. Washington with the rebound. Young from outside. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And that's where Young is just so comfortable. He lives well beyond the three-point line.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier, he said. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
And what makes Young an all-star caliber player? Well, he can beat you with the jumper and the bounce.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Now, here is Young. Hardy, no good. Towns looking around. Pass to Sohan. Here's Brunson. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Back to Young. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Bridges outside. Brunson against Young. It's deflected.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Knicks trail by 9. Sohan, the pass to Anunoby. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That is his first foul of the game. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple of years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
The numbers will back it up, Brett, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board. You give Brunson that wide open of a floor, he's going to operate there.
Wizards leading by 6. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. tradition. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Now you look at Whitmore, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Pass to McBride. Now Sohan fires from 18. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And Jordan Clarkson tries to be aggressive for most of the game. And when he's looking to score from the mid-range, if he knocks a couple down, he can be dangerous.
Sarr with it. Guarded by Robinson. The 11-footer. The shot's good. Sarr's got his third basket of the night right there. Knicks trail by 5. To the inside. Anunoby. It's rebounded by Coulibaly.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Sarr. He has 7. Young outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Wizards. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. In the corner, it's Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Clarkson looking for an opening. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Washington leading now by 8. Here's Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. We're talking about Trae Young here, G.A. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
Sarr, the pass to Young. Good, he hits the jump shot. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Washington. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Trae, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get to the win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the New York Knicks.
When you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
SOF, capital T, soft. I get mad watching them play.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing in the dunk contest this year. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. They've got Hart, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. Young from outside, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Brunson. Brunson, nice touch on the floater.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Outside, Davis misses the 3. Knicks trail by 7. Hart finds Brunson. To the paint, stolen away. Lets a floater go, and it's Whitmore missing.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And here's Brunson outside. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Washington leading now by 7. Young outside. Outside, Davis. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Brunson. Got a hand on it. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Here's Brunson. At the Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Young outside. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 17 now.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And here's Brunson. He's got 14. Pass to Bridges. 5 on the clock. Anunoby, good.
3-ball is what makes Anunoby such a threat on offense.
Wizards leading by 9. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Bridges passes to Towns. Outside, Davis. Back to Coulibaly. Pass to Young from past the arc. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Bridges for 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's Davis missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Pass to Whitmore. To the middle. Here's Sarr. The Knicks pull it in. Bridges finds Towns. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards leading by 14. Young with the ball. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bridges against Davis. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game for the Knicks. Robinson comes in for Towns. And Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Hart. 41 seconds left to play in the third. In the corner, George with it. From outside, off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 14. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up. Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
A 3-ball. He can't hit that time. And so it's Washington holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Knicks trail by 11. Young is out there with Hardy. Then it's George, and it's Champagnie in at the 4. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Mikal really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
Young, a screen on Bridges. Here's Hardy. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
George with the steal. Now here's Hardy. Defended by Bridges.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Alvarado. That's short off the rim. Wizards leading by 8. Young for 3. And again, Washington no good. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here's Bridges.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Whitmore, he's checked in for the Wizards.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch what Brian Keefe told his team during that break. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Knicks trail by 6. McBride with the ball. George picks him up. Here's Hart. And it's off from three-point range. The Wizards have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And that one's good. Hardy.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Hart with it. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Shot clock at 3. Young with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Ahead. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now an 11-point Wizards lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And that one falls for Young.
You have to love Trae Young's relentlessness on the floor. His focus, just giving the game 100% of himself and not messing around in any regard.
Towns with the steal. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. On the wing, Bridges. Sohan with the screen. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brunson's got 20 points.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
On the wing, Koulibaly. He's guarded by Anunoby. Young against Brunson. Young's shot is good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Young against Brunson. Pass to Sohan. On the wing, Bridges. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Cam Whitmore.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
Both shots good from the stripe. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Young from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 12 points in just the second half.
And here we go. Trae Young doing his thing. Going with Greece right.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Down low. Here's Saw. And that one hits back iron. Knicks trail by 12. Towns, the pass to Brunson. New York, no good that time either. Young taking his time here. Davis, the pass to Young. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Wizards.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Pass to Davis. Nice ball movement by Washington. Inside, Bridges with the steal. Fast break, here we go.
Jalen Brunson.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thank you very much, guys. Trey, what does a win like this mean in terms of where this team is heading?
I think we're headed in the right direction. I'm super excited about the future here in Atlanta, the future in this team, and I mean, we're heading in the right direction.
Certainly looks like it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now, our player of the game, Trae Young.